Hello, hello, collective. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. Please ignore my mess. There are not enough hours in the day. Collective, OMG. We have the Underworld, the Venom, the Orphan, the Mask, Gnosis, and the One. I'm like, what a day, right? This just feels like an energy. It's just been cold and dreary, but it just feels like this idea of abandonment, and I almost feel like self-abandonment, if I'm being completely honest. When you have expectations of abandonment in the most simplest of terms, obviously, but when you have expectations of abandonment, I think you have a tendency to react violently. And I almost feel like there is an idea here of understanding that. It's almost like that name it and tame it, right? Because the mask is the mask, you can't take it on and off. Like, you put it on and it embodies who you are. And so if you're constantly doing things that you don't enjoy, if you're constantly surrounding yourself with people you don't like, you start to carry that mask of just kind of like, well, this is who I am in this context, and this context has taken over my life. So you know what I mean? And I just kind of feel like that not really fitting. And yet, in order to take it off, there is just an awareness that you, I think, have to accept, is what I want to say. That you accept the terms. Like, I just feel like it's like you set those terms, you know, like if you set the terms of being reactive, if you set the term, because I just feel like this cycle, right? And just like a cycle of a whole lot of nasty. And it's like, well, if you approach nasty with nasty, and then more nasty with nasty, and there's like nasty everywhere, and then you're just like caught in this cycle of nasty, and it's just kind of like, you know, I really should just like remove that mask, you know, because I just feel like it's something that you're aware of. It's something where it's like you can feel out of control of a cycle, but that's not actually true, because you are in control of how you react. You are in control of your own feelings and emotions, and nobody can incite those unless you allow them to do that. And I think that a lot of times we exist in this, well, incited emotions, da 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 da, you did this, and it's like, well, no, you know what, like, maybe you did do all of those things, but I have a choice to not react. That's my prerogative, you know, like, that's my final answer. You know what I mean? Because the reactions, I just feel like this, like, what does it, like, what is the point of reacting if it's not even anything where, I don't know, I just feel like this, he probably doesn't care, honestly. But I mean, so a friend of mine, you know, like, we've been friends for years, and it's just kind of one of those things where, like, our friendship has been tumultuous over the years, I guess. And like, more recently, you know, when we spend time together, I feel like we've both grown a lot. We've both changed a lot. Like, when we discuss like things that have gone down, or like things that continue to go on, it all comes from a very different perspective. You know, but I think that, like, individually, we've just experienced a lot in life between then and now, you know what I mean? And so when like there's tumultuousness around things concerning us, like, that tumultuousness is no longer affecting us. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, that's not necessary. You know, like, that's like protecting what from who kind of energy. You know, like, if it's not a friend, if it's a relationship, if it's family, And, you know, and it's just kind of like, I understand that when I'm in this environment, like I'm going to be constantly triggered. And so rather than prevent myself from engaging in anything, you know, that makes me happy, I'm going to recognize like why it is that I was doing that, because why I was carrying that mask of, you know, like low expectations or triggered expectations, or, you know, whatever, however it resonates for you. But I just feel like there's this idea of like, no, I'm the one in control of how I show up. I'm the one in control of like that, like how my relationships with people play out individually. And then you have the one, and the one oftentimes is a relationship. It can be like one thing that you wanted to do though. So let's do clarifiers and see what else we get. Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, Judgment, Five of Wands, Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords, the Sun, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I mean, understanding. I feel like judgment being passed, where it's like, that's not who I am. I don't know why I'm operating like that, you know, like, or operating in that energy if that's not my energy. And just feeling like you're able to kind of walk out of it. I just feel like stepping out with an awareness that enables you to make a decision that feels very, you know, sound, sound in logic, sound in truth, you know, that creates a lot of happiness, and I think allows for love to be experienced, you know, like whatever, however that love resonates for you, because love is such a, people hear love and they're like, oh my God, you're in love. And you're like, no, but like, I can like legit love someone and just love them. You know what I mean? Like, that's okay too. The Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Hermit, the Fortune Fairy, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, I mean, this is all amazing energy, collective. I feel like there's just been like some time that you've had to spend like to yourself, because when you're caught in this energy that you just like, it feels like I don't like, but that energy is like repulsive to me. You know what I mean? Just kind of like you go back and you check, and then you go back and you check, and then you're like, but eventually you realize that like what it is exactly about it that doesn't really, you're just like, oh, right. Like that's making sense to me now. I'm understanding why it is that like every time I go back, it doesn't resonate. You know what I mean? And because of that understanding and that awareness that, you know, like it feels a little bit like an epiphany moment, because the Nine of Swords is illumination and the Five of Wands is, you know, just kind of like, again, illumination, you know, but like illumination of like a real truth that brings you like, just like, I just feel like breathes life into you in a way. The Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, you know, like I feel like you've been working on yourself, and like whatever that tumultuousness was with like a community or group or person, or, you know, like your family, however it plays out for you, I just feel like this readiness to like engage in like healthy communities, you know, and I just feel like fortune favors the bold, right? Because the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Sun, you know, I mean, it just feels like there's this understanding that comes to light that, I mean, especially with the Gnosis, there's just so much like, it's like truth and illumination and understanding, cyclical learning, you know, like coming out with like a full understanding. Okay, collective. Let's see what else we can get for y'all. Judgment, King of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Ace of Cups. Well, you know, again, like this, I think that this judgment is coming with like just a level of understanding and truth that is like, I just feel like it's very clear. I don't know, like a removing of the mask. Like things are very clear now. I don't know what brings this clarity. You have the King of Pentacles though. I mean, again, whatever it is, you've just got major energy here, you know? King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Wands, or I mean, yeah, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. You've got everything is here. Wands, swords, pentacles, you know? But it seems to come with a decision that comes from like an illuminated sense of understanding. Okay. Collective. The riddle. Yeah, whatever it is, it's not making sense. It makes sense now. I don't know, you know. That's exciting. You know, yay for clarity. Clarity is always fun. Okay, collective, if this did resonate with you, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.